Revealing all about Kid Cudi. Scott Ramon Seguro Mescudi, born January 30, 1984, also known by his stage name Kid Cudi, is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer, actor, and fashion designer. Early life. Kid Cudi was born Scott Ramon Seguro Mescudi in Cleveland, Ohio, on January 30, 1984. He grew up in Shaker Heights and Solon. He has two older brothers, Domingo and Dean, and an older sister, Maisha. His mother, Elsie Harriet, née Banks, is an African-American school choir teacher at Roxboro Middle School in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. His father, Lindbergh Stiles Mescudi, was a house painter, substitute teacher, and World War II Air Force veteran of African-American and Mexican descent. When Cudi was 11 years old, his father died of cancer. His passing had a significant effect on Cudi's personality and music. Cudi attended Shaker Heights High School for 2 years before transferring to Solon High School. He was expelled from the school for threatening to punch the principal, but later earned his GED. He studied film at the University of Toledo, but dropped out after a year. His subsequent plan to join the Navy did not pan out because of his juvenile police record. Relationships. In 2009, Cudi began dating entertainment attorney Jamie Barada. They were in an on-again, off-again relationship, and were a prominent couple in the music industry. They ultimately broke up in 2012, but not before Cudi dedicated a song to her titled "Teleport to Me, Jamie," which he recorded as a member of the alternative rock duo, WZRD. In 2020, Cudi wrote September 16, a song titled after the birthdate of his girlfriend at the time, costume designer and actress Raquel Darian, to whom the song is dedicated. According to a 2023 lawsuit filed by Cassie Ventura against her former partner Sean Combs, Ventura dated Cudi in or around 2012, resulting in Combs threatening Ventura that he would blow up Cudi's car. Cudi confirmed that soon after this threat, his car indeed exploded. Family. On March 26, 2010, Cudi's daughter, Veda Wamween Mescudi, was born. Throughout 2012, Cudi was in a custody battle over his daughter. Reports surfaced that Cudi gave up custody after his child's mother accused him of being an absentee father, as well as having violent tendencies and a long history of consistent drug and alcohol abuse. These claims were disputed by Cudi and his attorney in a statement, which noted, Cudi did not give up custody but reached an amicable agreement with the mother that both parents are fit and proper persons to have custody of their child. As stated in the final custody judgment, results came back negative for drugs in a drug test voluntarily taken by Cudi, and that the court acknowledged Cudi attempted to establish a relationship and visit his child since her birth and voluntarily provided financial support, including child support, rent and other monthly payments, for his daughter since her birth until the time that a child support order was entered as part of the normal course of the case. Details of the official custody agreement remain private. Cudi has since purchased a property in Chicago to be close to his daughter. Mental health. In a 2013 interview, Cudi revealed he had suffered an addiction to antidepressant medication, which had been prescribed to help him deal with an emotional breakdown after a failed relationship. Cudi has been open about his addiction to pharmaceuticals in his music, namely the songs Dr. Pill and The Nothing. In a 2014 interview, Cudi spoke on his struggles with depression and suicidal ideation. I've dealt with suicide for the past 5 years. There wasn't a week or a day that didn't go by where I was just like, I want to check out. I know what that feels like. I know it comes from loneliness. I know it comes from not having self-worth, not loving yourself. In a July 2016 interview, Kid Cudi revealed he suffered from survivor guilt. I didn't like that I had money and success and I had made it. Everybody I had ever met in my life, good people, weren't able to experience the same, and I wasn't able to truly enjoy my success. Even though I worked hard for it, it bothered me that I had just had so much and my friends didn't. In October 2016, Cudi revealed on his Facebook page that he had checked himself into rehabilitation for depression and suicidal urges. In an August 2022 interview with Esquire, Cudi spoke on how 2 weeks after being admitted to rehab in 2016, he had suffered a stroke, revealing the incident forced him to spend the next few months in physical rehabilitation. Drug use. In a January 2013 interview, Cudi revealed that he had stopped smoking marijuana in 2011, both for the sake of his child and due to frustration with constantly being associated with the drug and stoner culture. In a March 2013 interview, Cudi talked about how his initial sudden and unexpected fame drove him to alcohol and drugs. For me, I just got to this point, and especially up until recently, I gave up liquor. I don't drink anymore. It's been 5.5 months I've been sober. The booze was a new thing for me. I didn't realize I was an alcoholic all these years. I had a problem. I think with any addiction you have to be ready to make the choice, whether it's cigarettes or anything. You have to just commit and you just have to stick with it. I stopped everything cold turkey. When I had my cocaine problem, I stopped cold turkey. I didn't go to rehab. I don't believe in these things. Some people need the extra help, not me. I wasn't a drug addict before this crap. I wasn't doing cocaine. I wasn't getting wasted every night because I didn't want to be alone. I wasn't this dark person before the madness. I was a whole other dude. I don't even think I smoked weed as much because we couldn't afford it. You just have to make the choice and decide the person you want to be and stick with it. You get to a certain age where the people around you are not going to be on that roller coaster all day long, ready for you to go up, ready for you to go down, and stick with you through all the madness. People want you to be one person and stick with it, and I chose to be clean and be sober and get my life together. For myself, for my health, for my daughter, for my family. However, in 2022, Cudi tweeted about going to rehab for cocaine addiction in 2016. I was in rehab when the Frequency video came out. I shot it, then went on a 2-week cocaine run. Edited the video sneaking into the bathroom to do bumps. Then, I woke up one day and said, I'ma die if things don't change. So, I made sure things changed. Born and raised in Cleveland, Cudi moved to New York City in pursuit of a musical career, where he first gained recognition for his song Day and Night. Initially self-published on his MySpace page, the song became a hit online and served as a catalyst for Cudi to team up with record producers Plain Pat and Emil Haney to record his first full-length project, a mixtape titled A Kid Named Cudi, 2008. Its release helped Cudi rise to prominence and establish a fanbase, catching the attention of rapper Kanye West, who signed Cudi to his Good Music label by late 2008. With Day and Night issued as its lead single, he released his debut studio album, Man on the Moon, The End of Day, 2009, to critical and commercial success, receiving quadruple platinum certification by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIA. That spawned the follow-up singles Make Her Say, featuring Kanye West and Common, and Pursuit of Happiness, featuring MGMT and Ratatat. The latter received Diamond, 10 times Platinum, certification by the RIA. His second album, Man on the Moon 2, The Legend of Mr. Rager, 2010, was met with continued success. It received Platinum certification and spawned the singles Erase Me, featuring Kanye West, and Mr. Rager. Cudi formed the rock band WZRD with longtime collaborator and producer Dr. Genius. Their eponymous debut album, 2012, debuted atop the Billboard Top Rock Albums chart. His self-produced third album, Indie Cud, 2013, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200, was led by the platinum-certified single Just What I Am, featuring King Chip, and served as his final release with Good Music. It was followed by the tepidly received experimental albums Satellite Flight, The Journey to Mother Moon, 2014, and Speed and Bullet to Heaven, 2015. His sixth album, Passion, Pain and Demon Slaying, 2016, saw an improvement in critical reception and was supported by the lead single Surfin', featuring Pharrell Williams. Cudi formed the duo Kids See Ghosts with former label boss West in 2018 to release a self-titled collaborative album in June of that year, which was met with critical acclaim. His 2020 single, The Scotts, with Travis Scott, became his first song to peak atop the Billboard Hot 100, foreseeing the release of his seventh album, Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen, 2020, to commercial resurgence and favorable reception. Cudi released his eighth album, Intergalactic, 2022, to coincide with his adult animated special of the same name. Both were critically praised. His ninth and 10th albums, the trap-inspired Insano, 2024, and its sequel Insano, Nitro Mega, 2024, were his final releases on Republic Records. Outside of recording, Cudi has launched his own vanity labels, the now-defunct Dream On, and his label imprint since 2011, Wicked Awesome Records. Cudi ventured into acting with the HBO series How to Make It in America in 2010, and has appeared in the films Goodbye World, 2013, Need for Speed, 2014, Entourage, 2015, Bill and Ted Face the Music, 2020, Don't Look Up, 2021, and X, 2022. In 2015, he starred as a bandleader in the IFC series comedy Bang! Bang! And did so in the short-lived HBO mini-series We Are Who We Are in 2020. That same year, he launched the production company Mad Solar. Its first release was the documentary A Man Named Scott, 2021, which chronicled Cudi's career and upbringing. In fashion and modeling, Cudi has partnered with Giuseppe Zanotti, Virgil Abloh, Bape, Coach, Adidas, Calvin Klein, and Levi's on campaigns before launching his own clothing line in 2022. Cudi has been recognized as an influence on contemporary hip-hop and alternative acts. His lyrics are often autobiographical, describing childhood experiences of depression, loneliness, and alienation, his struggle with drugs into adulthood, and themes of spirituality, heartbreak, dissipation, and celebration. The majority of his impact stems from his ability to display vulnerability and address mental health. He is noted for his experimental nature, combining psychedelia, R&B, electronica, synthpop, dance, house, punk, and indie rock in his music. Cudi has sold over 22 million units domestically and won 2 Grammy Awards. He has worked with artists spanning numerous genres, namely Jay-Z, Drake, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, David Guetta, Shakira, Ariana Grande, and Michael Bolton. Acting career: 2010 to 2019, early venture and minor roles. In 2010, Kid Cudi made a guest appearance on American television drama One Tree Hill, starring as himself and performing his Man on the Moon 2 single Erase Me. During the episode In 2010, Kid Cudi also began starring in the HBO comedy series How to Make It in America, as part of the main cast, being credited by his birth name Scott Mescudi, until its cancellation after 2 seasons. On October 31, 2010, Kid Cudi released a short film, directed by Shia LaBeouf, in which he and fellow American rapper Cage star as French-speaking serial killers. The short film, titled Maniac, was inspired by Cudi's song of the same name from his 2010 album Man on the Moon 2 and is an homage to the 1992 Belgian black comedy crime mockumentary Man Bites Dog. In May 2012, Kanye West premiered a short film he directed, titled Cruel Summer, at the Cannes Film Festival. According to MTV, Kid Cudi is the lead character, playing a car thief who falls for a blind Arabian princess. The film was shown on 7 different screens that turned on and off, giving various angles of each shot. In October 2012, it was announced Cudi would star in an indie romantic comedy titled Two Night Stand, alongside Annalise Tipton and Miles Teller. Also in 2012, it was revealed Cudi would star in an indie thriller film titled Tacoma, alongside Patricia Clarkson. In 2013, Cudi guest starred in the animated TV series The Cleveland Show, voicing a character named Devin, in the Season 4 episode Brown's Eyes. In 2013, he also guest starred on the Fox comedy series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where he played a criminal named Dustin Whitman. In 2013, it was revealed Cudi would then star in Goodbye World, alongside Adrian Grenier. In January 2013, Cudi was cast in the film adaptation of Need for Speed, which is Cudi's feature film debut, was released by Touchstone Pictures on March 14, 2014. In June 2013, it was revealed Cudi would appear in Mark Webber's film The Ever After, alongside Teresa Palmer and Melissa Leo. On November 10, 2014, Cudi guest starred on the CBS American television series Scorpion, as Peyton Temple, a musical prodigy who created a controversial algorithm that generates the perfect hit pop song, who later helped Scorpion investigate the murder of his friend who was a music industry blogger. In February 2014, it was announced Cudi would appear in Entourage, 2015, the film adaptation of the popular HBO TV series of the same name. On April 11, 2014, it was announced Cudi would star in a film titled James White, alongside Christopher Abbott and Cynthia Nixon. In addition to starring in the film, it was revealed Cudi would also be curating the film's score as well. In January 2015, Cudi revealed he played a homosexual character in James White. This was way different than anything else I've ever done. It was dope to do that. I felt like I had a responsibility to present a different walk in life from that world. Although his character's sexuality is not outwardly discussed during the film, the original script included a coming-out scene and a kiss between Cudi and a male friend, played by David Call. "I didn't flinch. I'm secure with mine," Cudi told an audience after the film's premiere. "I'm an artist. It's all about playing characters that are intriguing and stimulating." Also in January 2015, Cudi revealed he had just finished filming a movie titled Vincent and Roxy, alongside Zoe Kravitz and Emile Hirsch. When speaking on Vincent and Roxy, Cudi said, "This movie that I have coming out soon, that's my first villain role. It's very violent and very disturbing. I play kind of like a drug lord." Cudi took over the mic duties for Reggie Watts on IFC's television series, Comedy Bang! Bang! on July 10, 2015. As the in-house disc jockey, Cudi crafted original music for the show and appeared in several skits throughout season 4. The December 10th Christmas edition of Comedy Bang! Bang! Marked the season finale and Cudi's final episode as bandleader. In July 2016, it was announced Cudi would join the cast of Fox Empire, debuting in the third season of the series as an independent musician who is a rival to Hakeem Brisher-Gray, both in the studio and in life. Cudi later left the project due to creative differences. In 2017, Cudi appeared in the comedy film Killing Hasselhoff. In 2019, Cudi had small roles in Drunk Parents, directed by Fred Wolf, and Jexy, directed by John Lucas and Scott Moore, the latter of which he played himself. That year, he also had a recurring role in sci-fi western and dystopian series Westworld. 2020 present, recognition and directorial debut. In 2020, he co-starred in Bill and Ted Face the Music, directed by Dean Parasot, opposite Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. In 2020, Cudi also starred in We Are Who We Are, an 8-episode miniseries for HBO directed by Luca Guadagnino, alongside Chloe Sevigny. In January 2021, Cudi revealed he would potentially be partnering with TV producer and fellow American rapper 50 Cent for an upcoming series. In 2021, Cudi served as executive producer on the award-winning drama film Malcolm and Marie. In early 2021, Kid Cudi appeared in Crisis, directed by Nicholas Uretsky. In late 2021, Cudi appeared in the ensemble cast of Don't Look Up, where he also performed an original song for the film alongside fellow American singer Ariana Grande. Cudi starred in T. West's slasher film X, released in March 2022 to critical acclaim. Soon after, it was announced that Cudi was cast in his ex-co-star Brittany Snow's directorial debut, September 17. Cudi is also set to star in Disney's upcoming sci-fi film Crater, which will be released exclusively on the streaming service, Disney+. Later in March, Cudi revealed he would be making his feature directorial debut with the Netflix film, Teddy, a project he's also written and in which he'll star. Cudi announced the news in a social media post, noting that he'd been working on the project since 2013. Musicians Jay-Z and James Samuel will serve as executive producers, while being co-produced by Bron Studios and Cudi's Mad Solar banner. In April 2022, Cudi was cast in the John Woo-directed action thriller Silent Night, starring alongside Joel Kinnaman. Moreover, as announced in 2019, Cudi starred in his own animated TV special, Intergalactic, at Netflix, a companion piece to his 8th solo album of the same name, released on September 30, 2022, in which he co-produced with Kenya Barris, and wrote alongside Ian Edelman and Maurice Williams. In June 2022, the voice cast was announced. Cudi stars alongside Timothée Chalamet, Macaulay Culkin, Laura Harrier, Jessica Williams, and more. Artistry. Musical style. Kanye West and Cudi performing 808s and Heartbreak at the Hollywood Bowl in September 2015. Cudi's musical style has been described as an atmospheric take on melodic rap, with a dollop of charming, off-key singing. He has also been called introspective, with the ability to lay his insecurities on record and expose his fallibility. In 2015, Chris X of Billboard wrote, "He's always been an emotional artist, dealing with expansive and nebulous feelings in acute and often destructive ways." Kid Cudi's sound is what inspired and led Kanye West to create his cathartic 808s and Heartbreak, 2008, with West later stating that he and Cudi were the originators of the style, kinda like what Alexander McQueen is to fashion. "Everything else is just Zara and H&M." West also complimented Cudi by saying, "His writing is just so pure and natural and important." In March 2014, Cudi talked about wanting to provide guidance for young listeners with his music. My mission statement since day one, all I wanted to do is help kids not feel alone and stop committing suicide. Day and night. Duration, 23 seconds. 0 to 23. The debut single contains confessional, narrative lyrics. Cudi melodically raps introspective rhymes over syncopated drums and spacey, hypnotic synths. Going to the Ceremony. Duration, 29 seconds. 0 to 29. Going to the Ceremony is a mediation on addiction. The song is infused with arena rock, being driven by guitar riffs. Kid Cudi's flat singing features winding melodies punctuated by humming. Speedin' Bullet to Heaven. Duration, 27 seconds. 0 to 27. A simplistic tone poem, the moody track crawls menacingly with a psychedelic loop, chugging acoustic guitar and low-end breakbeats. The song harbors a meditative quality, with Cudi softly singing about manic depression. Problems playing these files? See Media Help. In a 2013 article for The Boombox, the author wrote, on A Kid Named Cudi, Cudi raps and croons over samples and interpolations of Gnarls Barkley, Paul Simon, Band of Horses, Jay Dilla, No Such Thing, Nerd and Outkast. He melded indie rock, electronica and dubstep seamlessly with hip-hop without pandering or reaching. Before Drake broke through with 2009's So Far Gone, rapping and singing over Swedish indie poppers Leaky Lee and Peter Bjorn and John, Cudi tweaked with multi-genre covers and seamless transitions between singing and rapping. In a 2009 interview with Hip Hop DX, when speaking on his debut album, Cudi stated, "Well, one thing I wanted to do is combine sounds that really bring out intense moods." His music has also been described as trip-hop. Furthermore, he is known for harmonizing and humming in his music, which helps formulate his signature sound. On 2012's WZRD and 2015's Speedin' Bullet to Heaven, Cudi incorporated the use of screamed vocals and can be heard yodeling on his 2016 album Passion, Pain and Demon Slayin'. Throughout the years, he has also incorporated elements of psychedelia, R&B, electronica, synth-pop, punk and grunge in his music. Cudi was gifted a guitar by his manager in 2011, encouraging Cudi to learn. Cudi taught himself how to play the guitar and used the instrument in his rock music throughout his career. Cudi is also a self-taught music producer. In 2021, Cudi appeared on American TV talk show The Shop, where he spoke on his writing and recording process. Cudi mentioned for his early albums he would sit down and write entire verses. However, while working on Kids See Ghosts and Man on the Moon 3, he adopted Kanye West's writing process. Instead of writing to a beat, he records a reference track for himself, where he freestyles and hums his way through the beat to get a melody, and fills in the lyrics as they come to him. In 2021, during Songwriters Roundtable for The Hollywood Reporter, Cudi called his music space punk rock. Stage presence. During his 2013 Cud Live concert tour, Cudi donned a custom-made astronaut-esque suit that was designed by noted Hollywood costume designer Jose Hernandez. Officially dubbed the Satellite Academy's spacesuit, Joe La Puma of Complex explained, "It's more than just an interesting clothing choice, the suit represents a transition in his mind state back to the highly anticipated Man on the Moon 3. Influences. Kid Cudi names Snoop Dogg, pictured, as one of his biggest influences. Cudi's earliest influences include alternative hip-hop groups such as The Pharcyde, A Tribe Called Quest and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Cudi also cites rappers such as the Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Run DMC, Curtis Blow, LL Cool J, Salt-N-Pepa, Queen Latifah, Kid and Play, N.W.A., Naughty by Nature, Onyx and Public Enemy as his hip-hop influences while growing up. Speaking to Complex in 2012, Cudi named Doggy Style, 1993, as one of his favorite albums of all time, revealing, Snoop Dogg is my favorite rapper ever. It was the first time I was introduced to the man and I thought he was the coolest motherfucker alive. His whole cadence, his delivery, his swag, it was real. It was something that I never heard before. Kid Cudi has also credited fellow Ohio native Camu Tao as an influence. He has also been inspired by the sounds of the OJs, Rat-a-tat, MGMT, and the Postal Service. In 2010, he began experimenting with rock music. Rock acts that inspired Cudi include the Electric Light Orchestra, Jimi Hendrix, Nirvana, the Pixies, and Pink Floyd. Kid Cudi also credits English singer-songwriter David Bowie as a huge inspiration. Production-wise, Cudi has named Dr. Dre, Swizz Beatz, Timbaland, and Kanye West as his top 4 favorite producers, also naming Emile Haney and Plain Pat, calling them geniuses for seeing his potential before he was even completely aware of it. Other ventures. Cudi performing in San Francisco in July 2009. Fashion. In September 2009, Japanese clothing company Bape printed Cudi's likeness on T-shirts. In 2021, Cudi and Bape collaborated on a series 20 pieces logos and other things. In February 2011, Kid Cudi announced a collaboration with Parisian brand Surface to Air. In the fall of 2011, he released a leather jacket collection in collaboration with the fashion label. In August 2014, Giuseppe Zanotti designed an exclusive sneaker inspired by Kid Cudi's style. In February 2019, Kid Cudi partnered with French fashion brand APC. The capsule collection included denim, sneakers, and T-shirts. Kid Cudi announced a partnership with Adidas in March 2019. On December 10, 2020, Cudi unveiled his Adidas sneakers. They are the self-named Vatoum 320 SIXS that were released on December 17, 2020. On May 20, 2020, Kid Cudi announced he was partnering with American designer Virgil Abloh to release an exclusive Leader of the Delinquents t-shirt. The design on the black and white pulling strings t-shirt features Kid Cudi puppeteering a smaller version of himself, hence the name of the t-shirt release. The art is meant to reference Cudi's infamous TMZ moment from 2012, in which he posed like the puppet on the shirt. Leader of the Delinquents is written across the back of the t-shirt in text reminiscent of Jean-Michel Basquiat's handwriting. Just hours before releasing his long-awaited Man on the Moon 3 album, Cudi rolled out a small batch of merchandise in support of the album. The range was made in collaboration with Cactus Plant Flea Market and consists of short and long-sleeve t-shirts, pullover hoodies, and sweatpants, all of which feature graphics that reference MOTM3 tracks. In April 2021, Kid Cudi performed on Saturday Night Live wearing a floral print sundress created by Virgil Abloh. On April 11, Cudi confirmed that he would have an upcoming collection with Italian luxury fashion label Off-White, with the floral dress serving as one of the pieces. In late April 2021, it was revealed Kid Cudi had teamed up with the NFL to release a limited edition starter jacket commemorating the 2021 NFL Draft, which took place in Cudi's hometown of Cleveland. In June 2023, Cudi collaborated with American art collective MSCHF to release sneakers, which Cudi previewed during his headlining performance at Lyrical Lemonade's Summer Smash Festival in Chicago. Public image. Kid Cudi has been described by the media as a visionary and a fashion icon. In his early career, Kid Cudi received criticism in the hip-hop community for wearing skinny jeans before they became trendy after being worn by mainstream rappers such as Lil Wayne and Kanye West. Cudi made headlines when he wore a kilt to a 2010 New Year's Eve party in Miami. In April 2012, he made headlines again in a now infamous moment when he gave TMZ paparazzi the finger, claiming they have never posted anything to make him look good. In 2014, Cudi made headlines when he performed in a crop top at the annual Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival. In April 2021, he appeared as the sole musical guest on Saturday Night Live, where he performed Tequila Shots and Sad People. Both performances were in tribute to Nirvana's late frontman Kurt Cobain. However, it was his performance of Sad People that made headlines because Cudi wore a dress as a statement against social norms, much like his idol Cobain had done. In September 2021, Cudi made headlines twice, first arriving at New York Fashion Week with electric blue hair, a Nirvana long-sleeve tee and a floor-length black skirt. A few days later, Cudi showed up to the Met Gala wearing fluorescent green hair and dark eye makeup. At the gala, Cudi was in head-to-toe Louis Vuitton, LV, with a blue sweater, another floor-length skirt and blue and green LV sneakers. On November 10, 2021, Kid Cudi posed for photos at the CFDA Fashion Awards in a custom bridal gown, standing hand-in-hand with its designer, ERL's Eli Russell Linnets, lace-gloved fingers interlocked, both wearing American Gothic expressions. On the red carpet, Linnets lifted Cudi's veil. Be yourself, be free, baby, yeah, Cudi said into a microphone. With a grin, he paired the dress with a white tux jacket, crystal-covered sneakers, grungy eyeliner, an icy black Jesus pendant, and manic panic pink hair. The dress was another homage to Kurt Cobain. Philanthropy. On April 8, 2014, Didi Hirsch Mental Health Services announced that it would recognize mental health advocates Kid Cudi, Ronda Rousey, and Natasha Tracy during its annual Erasing the Stigma Leadership Awards on April 24 at the Beverly Hilton in Los Angeles. Committed to helping depressed and suicidal youth through the power of music, Cudi joined Didi Hirsch's Erasing the Stigma efforts as a mental health ambassador. On February 7, 2015, Kid Cudi partnered with TED to give a TED Talk at his former school, Shaker Heights High School, to help inspire the students with his story for the school's independently organized TEDxSHHS conference. Kid Cudi has also been a volunteer for Musicians on Call, MOC, a charity with the mission of bringing live and recorded music to the bedsides of patients in healthcare facilities. In December 2015, Cudi arranged a dance party for the teenage participants of the Children's Hospital at Montefiore's CHAM BN Fit program in the Bronx. Kid Cudi also hosted a group of young patients and their families from CHAM at his sold-out Roseland Ballroom shows in April 2016. In June 2016, 49 celebrities, including Kid Cudi, honored the 49 victims killed in the Orlando nightclub shooting in a video tribute. In 2019, Kid Cudi teamed up with delivery service Postmates to deliver $10,000 worth of Popeye's takeout to the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission. Hundreds in need at the Indio shelter were presented with Popeye's chicken, biscuits, mashed potatoes, and fries the evening before Cudi's second set at Coachella. In June 2022, at an event organized by Tory Burch, Brent Saunders, and Anna Winter, supporting the New York Presbyterian Hospital's Youth Anxiety Center, Cudi led the conversation on youth anxiety, depression, and the importance of self-care and treatment. Impact and legacy. A number of publications have noted Kid Cudi's impact on contemporary hip-hop music since his mainstream debut in 2009. IB Times writer Alex Garofaro states, since the beginning of Cudi's career, his music has been extremely influential. His unique blend of dark, introspective lyrics, melancholy melody, psychedelic instrumentation and stoner cool made him a crossover sensation with rap, R&B and indie music fans alike. Luke Hines of Hot New Hip Hop said Cudi has inspired a generation of young artists to be unafraid to explore a wide array of emotions, and many have sought to adapt elements of Cudi's music into their own. Never caring to fit into the conventional boundaries of music, Cudi became a voice for those who felt unrepresented and alone. In a 2015 article titled Kid Cudi, A Forgotten Influence on Psychedelic Introspection in Hip-Hop, the author wrote Cudi helped bring about a new era of electronic, psychedelic-driven production. And his dark, drug-riddled approach to introspection has already taken hold in the up-and-comers in the hip-hop world. Uprock stated, compared to modern icons like Drake, West, and Wayne, Cudi doesn't have a boatload of sales or a room full of accolades, but his weighty impact is reflected in adulation from the people, which is the intangible, everlasting achievement that most artists live for. He's one of the first artists to be unabashed about his depressive ruminations and did so in a melodically intriguing manner that progressed alternative rock aesthetics into the hip-hop world one cadence at a time. Travis Scott. A$AP Rocky. American rappers Travis Scott, left, and A$AP Rocky, right, both cite Kid Cudi as a major influence. Eric Deep of Complex said, Cudi is an omnipresent figure in pop culture who has inspired many. He's a voice for young creatives who don't fit in. He's a therapeutic light for people who need a helping hand. He's a fashion icon. He's more than a cool cameo in television and movies, but a full-fledged actor. Revolt writer Preezy Brown noted his knack for displaying vulnerability and addressing bouts with mental health has made him an inspiration for a long list of artists including Juice WRLD, Logic, Lil Yachty, and other leaders of the new school. Paul Thompson of Rolling Stone wrote Cudi has dozens of stylistic children. Several artists have gone on to credit Kid Cudi as influence or inspiration, such as rappers Kanye West, Travis Scott, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Chance the Rapper, Childish Gambino, Logic, A$AP Rocky, A$AP Nast, Alan Kingdom, Kyle, Isaiah Rashad, Rory, Keith, Denzel Curry, Kevin Abstract, Saba and Jaden Smith, as well as singers Willow Smith, Jhené Aiko, Lissy and Tanashi, among others. In 2009, Canadian recording artist Drake shared his admiration for Cudi on Twitter with a picture of him holding both his and Cudi's respective projects, stating, "We are rarely proud when we are alone. But to have another artist who pushes me and inspires me is a blessing." In a 2010 interview with Billboard, Kanye West called Cudi his personal favorite artist in the world right now. His whole take on the game is just unfiltered, uncensored artistry. In 2016, Kanye West called Cudi the most influential artist of the past 10 years. West Coast hip-hop duo Audio Push have also praised Cudi in 2016, saying, "The thing I love about Cudi is he's unapologetically real. He birthed so much of, not even the new generation of artists, but a lot of favorite artists wouldn't be favorite artists if it wasn't for Cudi." In November 2016, Atlanta-based rapper OG Maco, who has cited Cudi as a major influence on several occasions, released an EP titled For Scott, as a tribute to Kid Cudi. In October 2018, American musician and high-profile producer Pharrell Williams spoke on his collaborations with Cudi in an interview with Complex, saying, "He's so inspiring, and I'm only as good as my collaborations anyway. I love the stuff that we did. Love, so to me, Cudi is a GOAT. His melodies and his concepts, he's a timeless alien." In another interview with Complex, Williams also stated, "When they say Cudi is the greatest of all time, they're talking about the consistency of his convictions and how that's played out into the choices that he makes, the taste that he has, and the tone that he takes with everything that he does. That's my idea of Cudi." American comedian and actor Pete Davidson, who called Cudi the best musician that's ever lived in a 2019 interview on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, has also shared his own struggles with his mental health and claims Cudi's music has saved his life. Houston-based rapper Travis Scott, whose stage name is derived from Cudi's first name, has also claimed Cudi's music saved his life and has a tattoo of the word Rager in honor of Cudi. American musician 070 Shake shared with Pigeons and Planes, "All my life I grew up listening to Kid Cudi. I've cried to their music. They've definitely changed my life and saved me from a lot of stuff." Brockhampton's Kevin Abstract has said, "I love how he incorporated melody into his raps," Kevin explained. "A kid like me would say, Kid Cudi saved my life." American rapper Logic, who has interpolated Kid Cudi's records in his own songs, has also spoke about how Cudi's music inspired him to open up about mental health in his own music. "He was the dude that was like, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to talk about these things, and go through these things." In a 2019 interview, then up-and-coming rapper Baby Keem cited Cudi as a major influence. "I was inspired by Cudi's cadences and shit like that. Kid Cudi's one of my favorite artists." In an interview with New York City radio station Hot 97, Jaden Smith spoke on Cudi's influence on him. "Cudi would always say things that just would, change my life. I thought it was just me and my brother for a while. Then I got older and started going to festivals, and then I realized, oh man, everybody has felt that from Cudi. Everybody says that Cudi saved their life. Everybody had that same experience listening to Cudi. If someone listened to Cudi, you knew something about them. You could tell certain things about them.